Welcome to RelyLocal Frederick Business Radio Spotlight. For the next 30 minutes, you will hear fast-paced interviews, unique perspectives, and valuable insight from real people who believe that empowering local business is everybody's business. This show is about the backbone of America, small businesses right here in and around the communities where we live, work, and play. And now, your host, Caressa Flannery, brings you RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight.
Hello there, folks. This is Caressa Flannery, your host for the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And a lot of people ask, what is RelyLocal? Well, we are a grassroots campaign to support local businesses in the Frederick community. A healthy community depends on a healthy economy, and both completely depend on the local businesses in Frederick. Simply put, more money spent with the local businesses stays here, about 68%, where much less money spent with national chains stays in the area, only about 14%. And money spent online, well, that simply leaves us forever. To us at RelyLocal, supporting local businesses doesn't stop with the economy. It is all about creating a stable and vibrant community. Frederick businesses create jobs, tax revenue for schools, our parks, roadways, while offering diversity in the marketplace with unique products and services that you're not going to find in the big box stores or chain restaurants. Not to mention, these local businesses are owned by the very people who sponsor our Little Leagues and donate to our local charities and volunteer for community events, giving back to the community in countless ways. You rely on them, but can they rely on you? Every dollar you spend with a Frederick business stimulates the local economy, and you don't have to break the piggy bank either to support these local businesses. Just refocusing $20 of your current spending toward local businesses can have a major impact in our community. And folks, today we have a locally owned franchise owner. We have Bob Houck, the owner of Jiffy Lube, with us in the studio. Welcome, Bob.
Well, good morning, Caressa.
Good morning. We are so excited to have you here. You know, Jiffy Lube, I just told you earlier, what resonates with me in Jiffy Lube is, be good to your car and your car will be good to you. I love that jingle. It makes me think of taking care of my car. It so does.
Yes, it was a 1990s jingle that we had, but I think we use more corporate radio spots nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I imagine, times change and things like that. I haven't heard the jingle, obviously, except in my head, whenever I drive past Jiffy Lube. But, Jiffy Lube is a big name franchise. And, what I would like you to do is tell us how long you've been a franchise owner with Jiffy Lube and what made you decide on that particular franchise and a little bit about your personal background.
Okay. Putting myself through college many years ago, the restaurant that I worked at, the owner of the restaurant was a Jiffy Lube franchisee, one of the first in the country in a restaurant in Carroll County. And at that time, I graduated high school, and he came to him and he said, "Hey, what are you going to do with the rest of your life?" And I said, maybe I'll come on board with, he said, I got a spot with you, for you. You can come over. So I started managing the Frederick store in 1986.
Wow.
And worked my way all the way through corporate, through Pennzoil that bought the company, through Shell that bought the company. And then in 2006, decided it was time to purchase my own location.
To step up to the plate and be a business owner.
So I just crossed my 6-year anniversary.
Wow.
On June 1st. It'll be my 6th.
That's exciting.
Yes.
That's very exciting. So Jiffy Lube's been a part of your life for a long time now.
Probably 25 years.
Wow. That's very exciting. So, okay, I know just last year, you added another location. So you've even grown your business since, you've been in business 6 years, but just last year you opened up another location. So tell us briefly where these two locations are located.
Well, I guess I'm the Maryland West franchisee. I own the store in Frederick and also in Hagerstown, one on Wetzel Boulevard at the intersection of 70 and 81.
And you're in Route 40 and the Golden Mile here in Frederick, right? And you've got a very visible spot there. I know, a lot of people see it when they drive down the Golden Mile, Route 40. And Golden Mile, as it was referred to. Okay, so Jiffy Lube, obviously, since they've been around for so long, one of their signature products, I guess, is the signature oil change. And that's the claim to fame for the company. So tell us a little bit about the signature service that Jiffy Lube provides and why it's superior to everything else out there.
Well, Signature Service has been around for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
Every time a vehicle enters our facility, we perform the same service. We change your engine oil. We change your engine oil filter with a Fram filter. We inspect brake fluid. We inspect your serpentine belt and V-belt. We inspect your wiper blades, your air filtration system, light, and we also look at the lube fittings on your vehicle. If you have any, we take care of that. We also check all the fluids on your vehicle, your transmission, differential, power steering, battery. We add washer fluid, and we also check your tires. And the last two things we do are we clean your exterior windows, and we also vacuum your interior floors.
So that's a little bit of extra stuff that you throw in there.
Little courtesy work that we do.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys do a great job. I mean, obviously I've taken my car into Jiffy Lube and, do a wonderful job with the signature oil change. And, we've talked many times, and, Jiffy Lube in general, I think the whole franchise, but also specifically at your locations, you're known for your customer service. So how do your locations stand up to that?
Well, we train and train and train because there's a lot of choices out there that people have for oil changes, from less expensive to more expensive oil changes. And we pride ourselves on taking care of the customer from start to finish. When you pull up, we greet you, we open the doors for you, we provide a service review. So we're going to check everything on your vehicle, and then I have a service advisor just review everything, what type of motor oil that you would like to use. If the air filter needs to be replaced, we give you that option. And then our cashiers are very friendly at the end of the service. We also try to, we open as many doors as we can for you. We talk, we build relationships. That's the key to our business.
That's great. Customer service is so important. It gets people coming back. It gets people referring you to their friends and relatives and, people that they meet on the street and so forth. So, it's really great that you are so thorough. Your staff is so thorough there at your locations. We're going to be going to a break here soon, but I do want to remind everyone out there that WTHU, the Source Radio Network, is actually on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We would love for you to be a fan. And RelyLocal is on Facebook as well. And, definitely check out RelyLocal.com. We have local coupons there. In fact, some of Bob's coupons are there for Jiffy Lube. You can get that signature oil change at a discount and some additional services that they provide. But definitely check out Facebook for the RelyLocal Facebook page and WTHU Facebook page as well, and become a fan today. We would appreciate that. And we will be right back. This is Caressa Flannery.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
I know. Let's get sushi.
Sushi? No, I want seafood.
You always get to choose.
True, but I think getting seafood would be better than getting sushi. After all, they both come from the same place.
But sushi isn't just food, it's art.
I'm really hungry. I don't care what it looks like.
Ladies, why not go to the Blue Ocean? They have both seafood and sushi, so you'll both be happy.
Really?
Yes, Blue Ocean is the most unique restaurant in Frederick. Located at 7th and Mater, Blue Ocean is open for lunch and closes late. Blue Ocean has a great menu to choose from. They've got appetizers, they've got lobster, live and hot steamed crabs, platters, seafood combinations, and of course their sushi is out of this world.
That sounds great. Let's go to the Blue Ocean.
Tea for two or 50? Cozy's Tea Room features Harney & Sons rich teas with their finest selections. Cozy's Tea Room serves a First Lady's tea, full afternoon tea, or light afternoon tea daily. Groups? Oh, ask about our Mamie Eisenhower or violin tea performance. Teas are by reservation only, so call at 301-271-7373. That's 301-271-7373. Cozy, making memories 79 years later.
Hello, folks. This is Caressa Flannery back with you and the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And just real quick, I wanted to let you all know that any local business owners out there, prospective members for RelyLocal, we actually do networking events where we get local entrepreneurs together to mix and mingle, if you will, and do business with each other. And we have a networking event coming up in just a couple days, actually, on July 25th at Valley Grill in the Hollow Creek Golf Club located in Middletown, and that's going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. So definitely hook up with us on our website. Go to RelyLocal.com and go to the Frederick page, and you can get information about RSVPing for that. We'd love to see you. Love to give you more information about RelyLocal. And we are here with Bob Houck. He is the local Jiffy Lube franchise owner, and he owns 2 locations, one in Frederick as well as a new one in the Hagerstown area. And Bob, we were talking all about the signature oil change service that you provide and the customer service that you have at your locations. But I know you guys do way more than just the oil changes there. Your staff is performing all sorts of services there at your location. So what types of other auto services can one find at Jiffy Lube?
Well, Jiffy Lube does perform a lot of services, and we do a lot of things for the vehicle. And we're doing more and more every day. I mean, we're looking at testing different things out there that can be good for our customer and be good for us. What we do is inspect every vehicle that comes in. We perform a visual inspection of the air filtration system. So we replace air filters, PCV valves. We look at wiper blades. So if you have a torn wiper blade, you're not going to be able to see when it rains. So we're very good on looking at the wiper blades and making sure that they're suitable for your needs. We also look at your serpentine belt, because a cracked belt might...
What's a serpentine belt?
Most of the vehicles nowadays have one particular belt, one belt that runs your entire vehicle, from the air conditioning to the power steering to the crank, and so that belt can't last forever, and it develops cracks and things of that nature. Pretty important. It is very important. It takes a long time for that belt to show signs of wear, but when they do, you should probably get it replaced. Right.
And it's called a serpentine, I guess, because of the way it
looks like a snake.
Performs. Yeah. Yep. Okay, got it.
Exactly.
See, I'm a girl. I don't know this stuff.
But we also look at lights. Many cars out there, you're riding down the road and you see a car with a headlight out or a brake light out. I mean, it's a safety issue. And so we definitely look at that. The other thing we do is we perform tire rotation. We make sure that your tires last as long as they can. We try to get the most life out of the tires. I also balance tires. How about today when it's going to be 98 or it's going to be very hot today? We do air conditioning services. So we will replace the Freon in your vehicle, make sure it doesn't leak out, and put new Freon back in.
Right. Wow, a lot of different things. And also, aren't you doing the windshield repair?
Yep.
When there's small cracks in the windshield.
Yeah, when there's a small crack. We can't perform magic and get rid of the crack across, but all the small things we can do. And it's amazing that the insurance company mostly will pay for that, because they don't want to put a windshield in your car. So it's no money out of your pocket.
So you really just take care of a car from the front to the back.
We try.
And everything in between. I mean, you do all these inspections and you help people to find things that maybe they're not seeing or don't realize are happening.
Right. A lot of the things that happen out there to your vehicle, most customers, most individuals do not pop their hood between oil changes when they get gas.
I don't
years and years ago, we used to be trained to do that, but nowadays we don't do that. So every time you come in, we're visually inspecting the lower of your car, the underneath. We're also inspecting the top with the engine. Yesterday I had a valve cover leaking on a vehicle. The gentleman comes to me every 5,000 miles, and he didn't know his oil was leaking from the valve cover. So, I took the valve cover off, and not the plastic piece, and I tightened some bolts up for him. So that's the stuff that we can do, and we can save you. If we can't do anything for you, then we send you to a local repair shop. And
I'm sure you have relationships with local repair shops that are, qualified and so forth. Exactly. So that's great. Okay, so...
But we also do a lot of the other services. Your fluid exchanges. And that's the things that can really, you have your safety items and your wiper blades and things, but then you have transmission and gearbox and radiator fluids.
You guys do a lot of stuff there.
See, that's the stuff that's the important fluids that people don't realize they need to change. They just change their engine oil. Now, engine will last X amount of miles, 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Well, your manufacturers don't want you to change the transmission fluid for maybe 50,000 miles or 30,000 miles. So we give you recommendations based off of your vehicle. Everybody's different from time and mileage. We give you recommendations on the transmission, where we exchange about 90% of the fluid in your vehicle. We pull out and put fresh fluid back in. And the radiator also, we give you a different recommendation. We change the antifreeze in your vehicle.
Wow, that's incredible. So a lot of stuff. You guys definitely, I mean, just the whole gamut there at Jiffy Lube.
We also replace fuel filters. We do fuel system cleaning. What else do we do?
So
here?
Jiffy Lube is just way more than just an oil change.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I really had no idea the depth of services that you guys do there. But I would imagine that has to do a lot with your staff and crew that you have there at your locations. You know, I would imagine they've got incredible experience in the auto industry. So tell us a little bit about, you know, who you got there, and you know what's going on as far as experience.
Right. My manager, CJ, he's been with me 6 years. He's probably was there 4 years before. So my manager has been through a technical school, Lincoln Tech. Then after high school, so he's worked for Jiffy Lube probably over 10 years.
Wow.
So he's got a lot of experience. My assistant manager, Steve, has probably 6 years of experience, and he did also some technical classes from UTI, I think. My service manager's been with me for 6 years, my third in line as a manager, and then many of my crew. My cashier Becky, she's been with us for 10 years. She's actually pregnant right now.
You know, she's the face there. You know, she's the one you see the most.
She knows everybody that comes in, it seems like. But a lot of the technicians that I have been there for years and years and years.
Right.
So it helps having a very qualified staff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, and people, when they take their cars into a place, they want to know that whoever's working on their car is experienced and knows what the heck they're doing, because, you know, you don't want something else to happen. So that's great that you have such a knowledgeable staff. Well, we're going to get ready to go to a break here, but I do want to remind people that WTHU has a website as well. It's WTHU.org, so check them out on the web. This is Caressa Flannery. We'll be right back.
Brant, how has business since your recent opening of Roddy Creek Automotive?
It's been good, picking up now. Our storage side is 100% full, and our automotive side is picking up, so we're excited.
Good. I understand from a recent Roddy Creek Automotive Facebook post that you've experienced some rather remarkable results from your radio commercial.
Yeah, we have. I would say had about 30% of our customers were all from hearing us on the radio. This week we've already had another one, so we're really excited about this opportunity, and excited to keep seeing people come in listening to your station and saying that they heard about us, from your station.
Do you have any exciting specials or discounts going on right now?
Right now we're running a summer special. Basically what we do, typically we charge $50 for an AC charge, and right now we're doing it for $39.99. And then giving half off of the refrigerant.
So, Brant, what is your new favorite radio station?
It's got to be AM 1450, The Source.
Image means personality, and businesses, like people, have personalities. The right advertising can make or break you in the marketplace. WTHU Signs has what it takes to help you develop that winning image. WTHU Signs provides high-quality signage, displays, lettering, custom embroidered or screen-printed apparel, and graphics for all your personal, business, and organizational needs. With over 20 years of experience in the industry, WTHU Signs is a full-service signs company offering you the most innovative signage design, production, and superior installation. WTHU Signs will work with you to incorporate your image into the professional branding that tells your unique story. WTHU Signs has a skilled installation team to safely and securely install your new sign and service your existing sign. Call them at 301-378-2216. That number again is 301-378-2216. WTHU Signs is a proud sponsor of the champion Frederick Keys.
Hello again. This is Caressa Flannery, your host with the RelyLocal Business Spotlight, and we are still here with Bob Houck from Jiffy Lube. So, Bob, I have been hearing that synthetic oil is better to use in vehicles. Is that true? What do you think?
It's definitely true.
Yeah.
The issue you have with different kinds of motor oil out there is I carry a conventional motor oil, I carry a semi-synthetic motor oil for a couple dollars more, and I carry synthetic motor oil. Synthetic motor oil is going to cost you 2 to 3 times what a regular quart of motor oil costs in the store. And this motor oil is definitely better for your car. It definitely lasts longer, but you pay more for it.
So what does it do? Does it make your car float on air? Or
honestly,
what exactly?
in my experience, it makes the engine run cooler.
Okay.
So if you have less heat,
well, that's good.
You have less friction, you have less wear, and no question synthetic motor oils are better. And I use synthetic for sure.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So I guess the people who are telling me this are pretty smart.
That's true.
And, most of them are guys, so I guess that's a typical thing for them to know. But, okay, so we were talking about your staff and your crew before, all the experience that they have. But I know you have some sort of employee certification program. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that and how that works?
Well, Jiffy Lube International has developed a training program for our employees that is accredited by ASC for Quick Lube, the Quick Lube organization. So that means that when an employee starts working for me, they have to go on the computer. They don't touch cars for days, well, a day or so. But the first day, they're on the computer. We teach them about customer service. We teach them about safety. We teach them about our service. We divide the positions up in our store, and they have to go through all the certification for every position, depending on what they're going to do.
So they pretty much have an idea of various positions, even though they're in tune with one, or they're going to be working within one area.
Most of the time, when they come in, they're going to wash windows, vacuum cars.
Yeah.
Or I'm hiring a lower bay technician that's going to be working downstairs.
Sure.
And when training with somebody, so we will have him, view the lower bay certification.
Well, that's good. I mean, then it makes them like a jack of all trades in a lot of ways, and they can fill in when somebody's not there or whatever, and then that part of your service is not lacking. When your customers come in and they're expecting, the service that they've always gotten. So that's good.
We also have every service that we provide, we have a certification training portion. Like for automatic transmission, we'll teach our employees about automatic transmission, what the automatic transmission does, why to change fluid, how to recommend, when
because they need to educate the customers, I would imagine. So they need to know themselves, like the why of something that's done, so they can then answer a question when somebody like me comes in and is like, okay, why do I need synthetic oil?
Right, exactly.
So they know exactly how to answer that question. So that's great. Okay, so I know that you, as your own entity, your own Jiffy Lube ownership, you added brake services to the mix.
I did.
So what's entailed with that, and why should somebody go to Jiffy Lube for that particular service when they may have gone someplace else originally?
Well, Jiffy Lube International is looking into other services that we can provide for our customers, and they have picked a couple stores in the country to test the brake service, and I'm fortunately one of those because of my staff, my management team being certified.
You must be special.
I guess we're special. But my manager has passed the ASC brake certification test. He did that before, so we just started on May 1st.
That's good.
But basically, we offer free brake inspections. So if you want to come in, we'll take the wheels off, put it on our lifts. We have a couple lifts there. We inspect your brakes. I have all data. We look up your specification, and we have everything we need to be able to replace brakes, brake pads, rotors, and drums.
Wow, that's awesome.
So,
and so, like, do you keep all this stuff in stock? You have like room there for any of the parts and things, or do you have to order out stuff?
Most of our oil change supplies, etc., our core business we keep there. Brake pads and rotors are a little different because it is a massive quantity that you have to have.
And I know that, like, for all the different types of cars that there's probably so many different kinds of brake pads and
Right.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
There are.
I could just imagine a storage warehouse with all this stuff in it. So
Well,
that's great.
A parts store right across the street. It
Yeah.
takes 10 minutes once the customer decides that
Right.
they want to perform the service.
That's great. That's great. So it's very convenient,
But
and brakes are so important. I mean, gosh, you got to have those in top quality. So it's great that you're doing the free inspections, so people can, at least if they're feeling like there's an issue, they can have you, take a look at that, so they know if there's a worse issue that's going to come around.
But also, if you are if you replace brake pads on a normal basis, it saves your rotors. In most
Really?
cases, if you just
Now,
spend
how often would you have to do that? Do you recommend?
Well, once you get to be around the 30 to 40,000 mile range, that's when you really kind of want to look at your brakes and see if the pads have enough.
Okay.
But if you have to replace rotors, you're doubling the cost of the brake job.
Ugh.
So if you can
Gosh, I can't even imagine.
so if you could just keep the brake pads replaced when they need to be
Yeah.
replaced, it will save you some money.
Right. Well, be good to your car, and your car will be good to you,
That's right.
All right. So tell us a little bit about these facilities, because I know you have something special, that you provide for customers that come in there. So tell us a little bit about the facilities, and again, reiterate where both your locations are.
We do have both my facilities, 3-bay shop in Frederick with a tire rotation brake bay that I have with a big lift. So we drive your vehicles in. So when you come in to get service, we get you out of the vehicle, we escort you to the lounge. We have TV, bathroom, coffee. You relax, magazines, you relax, take care of what you need to do, and then we take care of your car. We don't want you in the Bay Area driving cars in,
Right.
etc. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, trying to line it up over the thing there in the middle or whatever.
It's
it is.
anxiety. You don't
Yeah.
need anxiety.
Yeah, that just gives me all like, I get crazy when I have to, do something like that. It's just, I don't know. It's not my forte, I guess.
I can
but,
understand.
Yeah.
We do it every day. It's easy for us.
Well, you guys are the experts, so it's good that you just take control of the car and just put it where you want it, so
Right.
you can take care of it. So we're getting ready to wrap up here, but I want to make sure that you reiterate again the two locations, the addresses, and the telephone numbers, in case there's folks that are in the Washington County area that might want to head over to Bob Houck's Jiffy Lube in Washington County, but also, of course, Frederick County. We want to give them the information.
Right.
So go ahead and tell us the contact information.
So Frederick, we're located at 1210 West Patrick Street on the Golden Mile. Phone number is 301-663-6666. In Hagerstown, in Washington County, we're located at 1648 Westville Boulevard, right next to the Chick-fil-A. You can't beat
Yum.
the Chick-fil-A. You can have lunch, you can come over and
you
get
go
your oil
eat some
change.
food while the car's being worked on. That's great.
Phone number 301-393-5823. We also can be found at our website is jiffylubedc.com, and you can find us on Facebook also.
Yes.
55 locations in the Washington, D.C. area. I just own the two way out on the western part of Maryland.
And of course, Bob is ingrained in the Frederick community. He is found at lots of different networking events, and of course, he will most definitely be at our networking event coming up this coming Wednesday at Valley Grill in Middletown. It's located at the Hollow Creek Golf Club. So we're looking forward to helping more small local business owners in the area all the time. This is Caressa Flannery. We are done for today. So Bob, thank you so much for joining us in the studio.
I thank you, Caressa. It's been an enjoyable half hour.
We appreciate it. Okay, everyone, stay tuned for the next program. The Bobby Likas Car Clinic is sponsored by RelyLocal member Roddy Creek Automotive. This is Caressa Flannery, your host of the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. We'll hear you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight right here on AM 1450, The Source. Heard Saturdays at 1:30 p.m., RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight is a movement, a campaign to take us back to what makes America great. Businesses locally owned and operated by you and your neighbors. Thanks for spending your valuable time today with us.